Start her up.
Hey guys, George here, back again with another train stream.
Welcome back. Hey, get some sleep, George?
Yeah, got some sleep.
Well, that's good. So for those of you just tuning in, this is George. I'm Wally.
We're GFW trains.
And we talk about
everything but mostly trains.
Right on. And today we got another great one for you here on Fast Friday, don't we, George?
Yeah, we're going to be racing some trains that we got last week. And yeah, so that's and we got some trains running right now. We got the 844 and the 92 or 4294, the cab forward, my personal favorite engine. But yeah.
Cool. So 24-hour stream last week, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I think it was really hard after around 20 hours. I think that's when it started to get like, oh my gosh, when is this gonna end? Then from I think the first 20 hours, it was pretty fun and I had a good time.
Well, that's cool. That was cool. It was great. We had a lot of people tune in from around the world. That was really cool, wasn't it, George?
Yeah, it's really cool. We I mean, especially I didn't think that many people would be on like during the early or I don't know, is it late or early hours?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Late into the stream, but the early hours of the morning, huh?
Yeah, and I think that was really cool. We had a good time. I know that I was honestly like the amount of people that stayed on. I thought that there would probably be a point when we would be like there would be nobody on, you know, and it would just be like us two, like at like 4 in the morning.
I know. It was Beavis.
But
no. Don't touch a train. Don't touch it.
But yeah, I thought that was kind of cool that a bunch of people stayed on for to be on the stream, and I thought that was probably my like the coolest part about it, you know, that people were willing to stay up to hang out with us, you know.
Cool. We got a bunch of people out here from the UK with us. Graham Rawlings here. Welcome, Graham Rawlings. I saw Hanfield layout in the loft. So it is truly, like I like to say here, GFW Trains Worldwide Studios, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So we had, I mean, I'm still, my head is kind of swimming about that 24-hour stream. We had a lot of fun on that, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. I think that was probably like one of the better streams we've done so far. I know that we had some, like, I guess, what would you call that? Like, we had some technical problems, but other than that, I think it went really smoothly.
Did he just throw me under the bus? The talent just threw the technical guy under the bus.
I mean, I guess, yeah. But everybody was giving you crap about it the entire stream.
I know. But you know what? I'm happy.
Why?
I walked away with a sweet mustache. Look at this. Yeah. It's all coming back in, though. The beard is coming back in. For those of you who weren't able to join us, we did some really cool things. And I'll get back to my mustache here for a second because that's something I have to thank the model train community for. Although this may be the last of the sweet mustache. My wife says mustache got to go. But anyhow.
There we go. Getting the whistle to work.
All right, well, I'm glad you're getting the whistle to work. So anyway, for those of you that were here, we had a bunch of guests on here. One of the coolest things I thought is we had a chance to go to the National Toy Train Museum of the Train Collectors Association, right?
That was really cool. I thought that there was a lot of cool, interesting, like one-of-a-kind trains there that we got to see, and there's kind of something cool for people that may never get the chance to go there or haven't gotten the chance yet to go there, but after seeing that want to go there even more. I think it was very generous of the TCA to let us do that.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool.
Yeah.
So the Train Collectors Association, for all of you that don't know, is a organization. It's a club that's about, what'd she say, 19,000 members strong throughout the United States and the world.
Yeah, it's really cool. I think that we are both part of it. I know that my grandpa's been part of it for almost 50 years, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I think you've been a member for almost 25 years. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yep, almost 25 years for me, but I've been going my whole life. But there's regional divisions is what they're called all around the United States. They have meets, they have functions, they have all kinds of different things that they do. We belong to the Midwest division, which is kind of centered around the Chicagoland area. And we do a lot of neat stuff, including having weekly meets, or not weekly meets, monthly meets. With the exception of the summer, we have monthly meets. We gather quite often, too. We do a lot of neat things when we gather. One of your favorite things when we gather is
the swap meet that they do.
The swap meets, of course. But then you like the Illinois Livestream, too, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I think that's really cool. I think that's a lot, or that's the time when we, the club, is it a fundraiser, or what is it?
It's kind of a fundraiser where we charge admission and we give that all back to the Illinois Live Steamers.
But basically what it is a picnic that they host, but we kind of cook the food per se, and then but our club goes there and we ride, and they run trains all day and we ride the trains. And members of our club ride the trains, which is really cool. But yeah, I think that's always been that's been a fun thing that we.
So we were always involved with that division aspect and like the meeting aspect, but it was really neat to see the National Toy Train Museum where they actually talked about the historical aspect and the learning aspect and the archiving and the library and everything like that, huh, George?
Yeah, it's really cool, and I thought that my favorite part about it was seeing some of that cool, like, one of a kind stuff. You know, like, for example, that 700E that still had the
oh
paper
my gosh, how about it?
All that, yeah, that was really cool. I think that seeing that Boys Train set was really cool.
That was neat. I like that too.
But yeah, I think that was probably one of the highlights of the stream. I think having Roger Karp on was a really.
Oh yeah, Roger Karp was on too. He's senior editor at Classic Toy Trains.
Yeah.
And I know a lot about toy trains. That guy's forgotten more than I'll ever know. He knows so much. He's just like a fountain of information.
And it's cool too because it wasn't really something he grew up with either. I mean,
right.
It's kind of something that he just picked up from his job, you know, which I find really interesting.
Right, and then the passion grew from there.
Yeah.
Written multiple books.
Mm-hmm.
You know what was cool too, George? This is the other thing that I thought was really, really cool.
What?
Is that we must have had about 40 people from our community on the live stream, getting on, showing off their layouts, talking trains with us, even if they didn't show off their layout, running trains with us. And that truly takes us back to what this live stream is all about, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that
running trains with friends.
Mm-hmm. I think that was really cool. And actually, tonight we're gonna be having a special guest on as well.
Oh yeah,
Sid's Trains.
Cool, Sid's Trains. So tell people about Sid.
So Sid is basically, I kind of met him through doing the live streams. But he is a friend of mine that and he's really, his passion for toy trains kind of lies in like repairing them. He likes to repair lots of trains. He has a business through it, or not a business, but it's kind of like a hobby / business that he does. He repairs his own trains. He upgrades trains, which is really cool. Yeah, so we're gonna get him on, just ask him some questions, and then just run trains.
And so I was talking with him, and I was talking with some other people, and I think what we're gonna try and do, George, is on an upcoming live stream, we're going to have a forum, I think, where we're gonna have some people from the hobby, Gen 3 guys, like I like to call you guys. And we're gonna try and get some heavy hitters from the O-Gauge hobby to come and have like a roundtable discussion. Where you guys can,
cool.
Yeah, where we can have a couple people and they can just kind of talk about what they think of the direction of the hobby is. And then you guys too, you know, being the future of the hobby, can kind of tell them what you'd like to see out of it. And I'm sure that that they would like to hear and get input from you.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's actually a really good idea. I'm kind of looking forward to that. That'll be really cool. Hold on, excuse me.
So anyway, that's one of the things I'm working on right now. And I'm looking at myself in the camera here, and I'm once again reminded of this sweet, sweet mustache that I was given by the model train community here. So one of the cool parts about the stream is we had so many people there from our community, and the having 24 hours was really nice because we had the luxury of a lot of time and a lot of chance to talk to people, and a lot of people participate. That's one of the coolest things, isn't it, George?
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. I think it's really cool to show. I mean, run trains a lot. We ran some trains that haven't been out of the box in like months, you know, which was kind of cool. But yeah, and then meeting new people. I thought we met a lot of cool people. I mean, I wouldn't call it in person, but like face to face. Would you say?
Right. No, that's right. That's right. It's really cool.
I mean,
and as part of that, we raised some money, which was really neat for Kendall County Veterans Assistance.
I thought that was really cool.
We raised about $600, right around $600, which is going to be a nice, healthy donation that we're going to be able to give to Kendall County Veterans Assistance. The bad news was, or at least I thought at the start, is that we had some challenges for people to put money in or don't make money donations, and that was that I'd lose my beard, my precious beard.
But he's got the handlebars.
But as I cut my beard, I realized I got the sweet, sweet mustache right here. Straight out the 70s, George. Straight out the 70s.
I have to admit, man. Even Uncle Bob liked it.
Yeah. So I got the beard going back in, but I got the mustache still pronounced. Now it's probably going to go, though, because wife, this may be the last time that the mustache makes a worldwide appearance, because it's going to blend into the beard.
Well, what do people at work say about the stash?
First thing they said is, whoa, did you lose a bet? As a matter of fact, I did. As a matter of fact, I did. I did lose a bet.
Oh, that's Did they seriously say that?
I swear to God they said that. Mike says, though, bring the beard. Hashtag bring the beard back. It's coming. It's coming.
Maybe if we do like another stream, like, I don't know. I think next has got to be the mullet.
The mullet? Cut the mullet?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
But we'll see.
Well, no, here's the scary part, right? Is that we had Texas Trainmaster on. He's been a long-time fan around here. We don't see him much lately. But he's like, I figured out a way to make money. You just humiliate yourself on a live stream. Like, oh, no. No. Texas Trainmaster, that was not the takeaway that I wanted you to have from all of this. Is that we're humiliating ourselves in front of a worldwide audience to make some money.
I know. I think it's I don't know, man. I think that that I personally don't really like to humiliate myself, although I kind of do it a lot.
Hey, I just had an idea, or I just had a thought, George. This is like the NPC era of hairdo. Facial hair. I got some NPC facial hair right here.
I mean, cool for its time, but there's so many there's so many more.
Right. I'm telling you, isn't that's a pretty fair crossover there, right?
Yeah, I think it's something that it's something that nobody uses now, or nobody my age uses now. But if you were from that era, you like it, and you still use it. So
anyway, it's cool to see everybody here. Let's check some people in. We'll start with Lambo here. Chris Lambo. He says, great show last week. Tuned in at 3 a.m. and thought I'd be seeing George sleeping. And there you were hosting. Good job, dude. So, yeah. Oh, before we do this, I forgot. Oh, shoot. I lost a bunch of them at the beginning already. We're going to start at 6 p.m. So there's some people that we lost. So if we lost you, I apologize. But, George, tomorrow, right? This
premiere.
You remembered, George. You remembered. Yeah. That's good. So tomorrow we've got our premiere, which is really cool. Oh my gosh. We've got
like mega echo right there.
Right. Tomorrow we got our premiere, and what's the premiere video, George?
The premiere video is going to be on my grandfather, his dad's train layout. Now I know you guys have already seen parts of it. From the Polar Express video, which came out a couple weeks ago. But this video is going to be mainly like diving into a lot of the details of the layout, describing a lot of things about the layout. And, yeah, I think it's good. And you get to see a lot of other trains other than the Polar Express run, you know? Which I
Right,
think
right,
would
right.
be really cool. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I know that or I've already seen it, but I'm looking forward to seeing it on the premiere.
Right, right.
And
so it was cool. We went through the Grandpa's layout. We cut the video with the Polar Express, which was one we wanted to get out for Christmas. We wanted to push out these layouts of Grandpa's around this time because his layout is a Christmas layout, right, George? Yawn. Everybody drink.
Yeah, so it's really cool layout, Christmas themed, or would you say winter or Christmas themed?
I'd say it's winter themed with a Christmas flavor.
Okay, so yeah. But yeah, it's really cool layout. I think it's probably one of, I mean, like, the cool part about the layout is it's like it has so much like sentimental value in the layout. You know, it describes both his and my grandmother's life. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's really cool. You know, it's got both of their hometowns. It has a lot of like cool parts that they found really neat throughout their life in the layout. And yeah, I think that it's definitely something where I personally grew up running that layout, so that's kind of another reason why it's so sentimental to me. I know something that he helped build, and I think that if you were to ask him, he would say that he kind of promoted the building of that layout.
Oh yeah, man! I had to make sure that was done. Yes. I had to make sure there's a long story on that. We'll have to have Grandpa on here one day. In fact, maybe we can even have him on here tonight.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'll have to shoot him off the link.
Yeah.
To get on here, and he can explain a little bit about the layout and a little bit about that. Get everybody all hyped up about that tomorrow. He can talk about how it started, getting the layout going.
He loosely talked about that during the video, if I'm correct. Correct?
He did.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna spoil anything right now. Yeah, I think that it's gonna be a really cool video, and I hope that you all enjoy it.
Right. And what time's that premiering, George?
10 a.m.
Central Time.
Yeah.
10 a.m.
I always forget to say Central Time.
10 a.m. Central Time. And we'll be here. Get it up there and have a chance to talk some trains, grab some coffee, grab a donut. I love doing that. I love going out, getting a donut, getting a coffee, sitting back, and premiering a new video. Every 2 weeks we're trying to do it.
Up right like 9:59.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. So what are we running tonight, George?
So we're running the cab forward with like a quarter of a reefer train, because the other reefers are upstairs on the Christmas layout, which will probably once I get all the kinks figured out for the and if you don't mind, can you send the link to the StreamYard to me as well through text? The Christmas layout, we're going to be seeing a video on that pretty soon. I just have to get the kinks out, get it running smoothly. I think I worked on it a little bit today because I was having some problems. I was having a signal error or signal issues with the because it's such a big layout. And I think I showed some of my friends. I think Sid's seen it, which will be really cool. But yeah, I think there'll be something that you guys enjoyed.
You can make a video on it, did you say? I'm sorry, I was tuned out.
I'm currently making a video on it. I have to make sure all the kinks and stuff like that are figured out.
You have to have your trains, John.
Yes. Oh, and I have to clean it up. It looks like butt cheeks right now.
Oh, what are your butt? I've never seen my butt cheeks.
Well, neither have I.
I've seen your butt cheeks.
Oh. Okay.
George is like, awkward.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, that was just never mind. Anyways, but yeah, it doesn't look too good right now just because I have like track laying around everywhere. But
otherwise, we'd take them up there right now, right?
Yeah.
It's a cool layout, man.
Yeah, it is really cool. I think that
I have to say that George is probably the only person in the whole country who has got a
Ross double crossover on their Christmas layout in the middle of the kitchen.
I think that's it.
Yeah, so you can't be really cooking eggs and bacon in the morning right now because you'll get it on the double crossover, you know?
Right.
You know? But yeah, so really, really excited about this layout. I think I've been running it every once in a while, I think I got some of the cooler trains running up there right now.
What you got running up there?
I've got the Polar Express and the cars that we have for it. We have the abandoned toy car, the coach car, or the passenger car, regular passenger car, the observation car, and or not observation.
Look at this. I don't know what's going on. I might have sent it to her on an accident. I think I did. I think I did. Hold on. Let's get she's here.
Hi.
Hey,
Oh, I heard it was an accident.
No. Did I say accident? I'm sorry.
Mom, you must be breaking up on us.
Really?
Yeah.
I just wanted to show off this sweet mustache.
Oh, I saw that. I've been watching it. I'm kind of like squinting, going, "What is that?"
So anyway, boys and girls, why don't you join us while we welcome all these people in? Can you do that for us?
Yep. And then I have to go because I want to eat.
Well, you don't have to stick around. We just wanted to say hello.
Give the phone to Anita. We can say hi to Anita.
Yeah, come on. Is the Santa Fe Queen there?
She is. She's relaxing. I'm stepping over some train track right now. Hold on.
Show that double crossover in George's Christmas layout.
Oh, okay. Can you see that?
Boom shakalaka. There you go.
Right in front of my pantry door, everybody. That's a good. That's a good spot for it. Let me tell you.
What's better than the door going to the basement?
Okay, here's Santa Fe Queen. Santa Fe Queen is relaxing. Can you see her? Say hi.
Give her the phone. We want to talk to her.
Do we really?
I don't know. Yeah, that's true. Never mind, Mom.
Say hi.
Hi.
Oh, hey. How's it going, Anita?
Good.
Up there?
How do you feel about the ginormous Christmas layout going through the house?
I don't know. It's pretty good. It's just sometimes it can get in the way of dancing. And
You realize that we can't see your face, right?
Oh, sorry. No. Sorry.
There you go.
You have to put it like that.
Anita, we can't really see your face. It's too zoomed out. Do you mind bringing it close to your face?
All right, guys. I'll let you go so you can get your guests on. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let's get these guys on. Question is, who's the master of the tech stuff? I'm going to have to say that is Mike Check. Mike Check from Cross Anchor Railroad. And I get some trickle-down knowledge from Mike Check over there. So anyway.
Mike Check.
Yep.
Nice.
You like that?
Yeah, that's a pretty solid name. Be like, oh, hey, that's my check.
Mike Check. Mike. Anyway, that's what they do with the mic, you know. Mike check, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that too. I was thinking like that's my like paper check, you know.
All right, this is good. So anyway, I lost a bunch of people at the beginning. I know we got 716 Rail Fan on here. We got ours Trains on here. Got Tim's Trains. Michael McCarville saying hello. And our good friend Anfield Road Layout in the Loft. It was so fun to talk with him, or as we like to call him here in the United States. Do you remember what we would call him?
Oh, I don't remember now.
George doesn't remember anything after about hour 14. We like to call him Bert. Mary Poppins. I love it. So
his voice was probably the thing keeping me up.
Yep.
And every like 5 minutes. George. Yeah, that really helps a lot. You probably wouldn't be seeing a lot of GFW trains if it weren't for Bert and.
We had a good time. So if you're just coming in here and hanging out with us, do me a favor, huge favor. Smash that like button down below. Smash that like button. We'd really appreciate it. And every time George takes a yawn like that, drink up. I got to go. So at some point, I'm going to hand this over to George, and I'm going to go upstairs and get myself some iced tea.
Oh.
So every time George yawns, a little bit of iced tea for Wally. So Isaiah Hawkins, I don't know if we got him. Michael McCarville, Adamus Invictus in the house. Johnny. Right on. He's one of our guys over there at the Discord. He's
kind of like the main man.
Yep.
he's really helped out a lot. He's been a big help in terms of the Discord, keeping everybody in line, you know.
Yep.
Nobody going crazy. Yes.
Thanks. Oh, hey, we've got David Holmes here. Good to see you here, David. It's fun doing some railroad networking, isn't it?
Yes, it is very fun. Railroad networking is the best networking.
You got it. The TVR here from South Wales, UK. It is truly the GFW Trains Worldwide Studios.
Yes, it is. The TVR kind of sounds like either a high-speed train or like a railroad, really cool railroad.
Right. Grandpa George is in the house. Grandpa George, we sent along. Check out your email. I sent along the link for the StreamYard here. Love to have you on for a little bit just to talk about your layout to get ready for the big premiere tomorrow. So that's cool. And again, everybody, thanks so much for joining us this evening. I really appreciate you being here. I really appreciate this community. It's been a lot of fun, isn't it, George? Meeting everybody and networking.
It's been like amazeballs.
Amazeballs. We're gonna have a community singing segment, George. What do you think of that?
I'll gladly
conversation stream. So George, you don't think that a singing segment would be a good community?
I think it would be really cool. Just something that I would tap out of.
Yeah. So let's see here. Let's get through this. Grandpa George is in the house. Isaiah Hawkins, if I haven't gotten him already. Grandma Anita Worderick's in the house. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you like Grandma Worderick, smash that like button.
Yeah.
Speaking
of Grandma.
Yep.
You can notice.
We got Hero ICJP84. Says, hey there, really enjoy your videos. Well, hey, glad to have you here. Glad to have you come by and join us for the stream.
Very glad. I really enjoy your guys' presence on Friday nights.
Fast Friday. And I forgot to pump up. We got 2 trains running here. We got the cab 4. We got the 844 going. We've got some sweet train racing because we did train racing like really early in the morning
with like the world's best train racing engines too.
Right. Pair of 2037s. We're gonna break those out again here, and it was truly a good train race.
Yeah, I forgot which one.
Smack George up.
Yeah, but I should have been practicing, dude.
But our good friend Bill Cabernis brought over some, otherwise known as Bilko, brought over some sweet racing engines, a pair of 2037s with they were the first racing engines at the world famous Midwest Division of the Train Collectors Association train races.
Yeah,
as well as the cars that they pulled.
Yeah, and they got the iconic loads in the car. Let me go see if I can grab one just to show you guys these really cool cars. So he'd have a mixture of flat cars and gondolas. And I'm gonna put this right here. And it's really cool. I mean, post-war gondolas, either black. He had either red or black gondolas, and then they'd have. I know he told me what these were yesterday, but I totally forgot what the name of these were. But there's something to do with molding, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, and I think he put them on as loads, and I think that got the iconic green loads. This is something probably like the most. This is probably the thing I remember most about the train racing. I don't know why, but like when I was little, I remember seeing these everywhere we went that had the train racing. These were there, no matter. I mean,
iconic loads.
Yeah. So he'd have the red flat, or he'd have them tied to the red flat car, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that's what they have, and the engines are up there on the rail racks, but. So you can bring those down.
We'll get those down. So Hero ICJP 84, thanks for joining us. It's glad to have you here on a Fast Friday. Glad to have you around watching the videos. And thank you, everybody. Thank you for being a part of this community. And as I always say, let's make sure we support each other in this community. We've got a really cool Discord. And there's a link down below to get on the Discord, and there's some links on the Discord to post your video and promote your YouTube channel, and please, if you haven't already, get on that Discord and promote the heck out of your channel. That would be a really cool thing
in
to
the
do.
Promotional section, or else you'll get in trouble, and I don't want anybody getting in trouble.
Nope.
Johnny's pretty strict on
Johnny on the spot.
Yes, he is.
So we got cross anchors here.
Oh, shoot.
So he's in, he's out, he's on. We got Isaiah Hawkins says that he wants to go to the TCA Museum when he gets a chance. The TVR is here. One of the other people that we got to know pretty good on the 24-hour stream and shared his layout with us, which was really cool, was Wesley's trains.
He had a really cool layout. It's currently a work in progress layout, and so far it looks really, really cool. I think it was similar to ours. It went around the room, or went around him. I'm not sure if it went around the room, but he had a little spot where he could go in and run his trains. And I'm pretty sure he had three main lines on the layout, which is really cool, and plenty of switches for operating.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and he's one of the new Patreons for George's GFW Trains account.
Yeah.
So he's Stu Rankin from the Train Collectors Association, and I always Chugoku Samurai is the third one. Oh, right there. Drink up, everybody. So thank you to all the patrons. If you like George's channel and want to support George as a patron, there's a link down below. You can check that out. And merch. Finally got our merch going.
Yeah. Amazing t-shirts, hoodies,
phone cases.
That.
Buy yourself a little bag if you're
for train shows.
Yep. Train show bag.
Long sleeve shirts and my personal favorite, the leggings.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Buy one for yourself. Buy one for your squeeze. I think I'm gonna get Mama some of those leggings. Should get some for her for Christmas. She's probably watching, so I just spoiled it. Who wouldn't want GFW Trains leggings?
Any guy?
Perhaps. But anyway, Wesley, he's a TCA member, so did not know that. Hey, so Amtrak Lover 205 says, hello, guys. Love the shirts tonight. How you doing? Doing great?
Sorry to cut you off. But, Wesley, the Fort Pitt division of the TCA, we went to your guys' convention in 2017. And really, really cool collection. And I'm not sure if you're a part of this, but they had a really cool modular layout out there that was very similar to ours. And, but really, really nice convention that you guys hosted, and I had a great time there.
Right on. We've got Mike Check from over there at Cross Anchors, and Mike Check, orange ore car. He likes his ore cars. He asked a question about ore cars. George, do we have any ore cars over here?
We do have we have ore cars, and we have one orange ore car.
Ooh. Mike, We're gonna pop that open, and your brain is just gonna go.
Although it's for like a railroad, that would be like. They had ore cars.
They do.
They do?
Mm-hmm. It's not necessarily an ore car, but more like a ballast car. It's one I've actually seen.
Well, when we went to Rhode Island, we saw those ballast cars, but they didn't look anything like the one that we have. They were like long and then like short. This one's like short and like.
All right. Well, let's get on with this. We got Tim's train in the house. Our good friend Bill Coe's in the house. Crazy Joe 67's in the house. He says, at least I can grow a beard and a mustache.
Well, hey, man, I got the baby face.
Baby face, and then he's got Jorge. But Jorge comes in.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about the
He's George. Mustache is Jorge. Darren Wilson's in the house. Good to see you, Darren. Thanks for coming by. Hanging out with us this evening, this Fast Friday. Let's see here. We got the TVR. Did we get Crazy Joe? Let's get Crazy Joe 67. Hero JCP 84. Heroic JP 84. I'm not very smart. Heroic JP 84 is tuning in from Alaska to Worldwide Studios here.
Dang. I think that the Alaskan Railroad is pretty cool, if you ask me.
I agree. Did we get Amtrak Lover 205? We did, and he says he's stoked because he just bought an HO scale NS 1065 with DCC and sound for only $99. That sounds like a good.
Wow.
Yep. We already got Johnny. All right. Get him another one. Mike from Cross Anchors. So we got. Do you have any ore cars? You plan on getting some?
We have ore cars. I think we probably have about 4 or 5 of them.
I can only remember one, maybe two.
I know we have 2 for sure. But,
I think we've got a Chicago Northwestern one, right? And then the orange one.
If it's a Chicago Northwestern one, I've never seen it, but I know we have the orange one. Yes.
Hey, we've got a couple other guys here. We've got our good friend Burnsy's Old Scale Model Trains, who's also another moderator on the mainline Discord.
Yes, he is.
Thanks for hanging out with us, Burnsy. We've got Norfolk and Southern, or NS, Pittsburgh Rail Line fan. Pittsburgh NS, Pittsburgh Line Rail fan. I get it.
And he's got a picture of one of the first responders engine.
Gotta like that.
Curve.
Ooh, gotta double like that, huh?
Yes, very like that.
Gotta like that. So I guess, look, I'm way behind on all this stuff. We got Mr. Oliver 11 says, George, Wally, what's up?
Not much. Just chilling.
Hey, Bill's just noticing the new addition to the.
Wait. Oh.
The new addition, we got some clouds back there. That's looking pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's looking. Anyways, I'll give up on that. Yeah, they're looking real cool. Grandma's done a really, really nice job on the mural. I could never do that. She's probably done like a really good job. She's done a really good job on the mural, and yeah, I'm really impressed with some of the stuff she's done. As you can see, we got New York behind me.
So yeah, explain what we got going on here. What's coming in?
We got New York behind me. I'm just gonna stop trying to point at stuff. We got New York behind me, and that's New York City. That is gonna be planned. So basically, our railroad is kind of the Yorkville and Eastern Shore Railroad, the Yes Railroad, and so it's supposed to start at Yorkville, the town I've grown up in, and that he spent most of his adult years in, and that's going to be at the end that you guys cannot see. Then it goes to Chicago, where the railroad is supposed to go into Chicago, which is the other end that you guys cannot see, and we haven't really started that yet. But from Chicago, it goes to New York, which is behind me. And so far, Grandma's done a really, really great job on.
We're really blessed to have her do work on this for us. Yeah. I have to say, Mom, thank you so much. It looks really great. I'm so excited to have it done. It's really going to make this layout pop. I know it makes the live stream pop a lot more because we got some neat stuff.
People are always asking, when are we going to have scenery? We're going to have scenery.
Well, we got the background coming in.
Yes.
We got to get some scenery right there behind Godzilla, I think. Yep.
It's going to be cool. But then from New York, you go to Jersey Shore, which is right there, and it looks like there's a really, really nice new cloud there, and then you can see the beach and stuff like that. Grandma has promised me that she's going to paint in some polar bears out there. I thought that was pretty cool. And then I'm not sure if we're doing this 100%, but I think that we're probably going to have Washington, D.C. over here on the wall that the TV's on. So it's going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to the final result of the mural. I know that so far I've been like blown away with how cool it is. Yeah, I think that's basically what it is, and give you guys kind of an explaining on what everything means in terms of the Yes Railroad. But yeah.
Right. So, and what does Yes Railroad stand for?
The Yorkville and Eastern Shore Railroad.
Right. I even made a symbol for the Yorkville and Eastern Shore Railroad the other day, George.
Really?
Trying to brainstorm with Grandma. We came up with a symbol for the Yorkville and Eastern Shore Railroad. So that's going to go on those box cars back there.
Oh, really?
Yep. Going to make some Yorkville Eastern Shore box cars. So Amtrak Lover 205 says, hey, GFW trains got any new engines or stock on the layout? Well, we do. We introduced it the other day, but I know there are a lot of people on here that haven't seen it.
Got the 4449, which is brand new, or not brand new, but it's pretty new to the collection. It's technically not ours, but BK wanted us to run his new Z6 Challenger. What?
Okay, keep going.
We got the train racing engines, which are also new. And then we got the GFW trains Mikado. Or wait, Pacific. How do we get the what?
First off, you forgot about it.
Sorry.
Second, you don't even know what it is.
Pacific.
Right out, it's Pacific. So talk about it.
So about a long time ago, actually, it's probably about a couple months, or months back, but we had come across an OGR forum listing of a blank Pacific, blank K-Line Pacific, and we had always talked about making, or he had always talked about making a GFW trains train, and I don't know, an undecorated steam engine. I think that's kind of the perfect candidate,
Canvas.
yeah, for that the GFW trains train. And so he had contacted a friend of ours who had actually created the artwork for, or helped create the TCA Maxi Stat cars that we had. And he's like, oh yeah, I can
hiding back there. Jeez, let's get those out. Keep talking.
But he was like, oh yeah, I can do that. So he helped us. He created the decals, or he didn't create the decals, but he helped apply the decals on the GFW trains train, and that's what you see today. It's a really cool engine, and yeah, I think that probably. But yeah, as you can see here, we got the YouTube symbol on the end of the tender. We've got the GFW Trains logo right there on the towards the front of the tender. We have 51 or 5115 or 515 on the tender, and then we have the number and GFW on the cab of the locomotive, and then we have this really cool stripe on the running board white stripe on the running board, which kind of makes the engine pop a lot, if you ask me. But yeah, really cool engine, and yeah, I think it's TMCC engine, so we can run it with the everything else, and yeah.
Hopefully, we'll get a chance to run it on the stream sometime, huh, George?
Yes. Actually, if you want, I'll take the tender. Or not. But yeah, I probably could switch it out with the cab forward in a little bit. But yeah, I think it's a really cool engine.
And then our good friend James Trains sent us along a package during the live stream.
Oh.
We always love it when some of the people who subscribe to our channel and follow our live streams pass along and give us some neat trains for the GFW Trains train. So we got GFW Trains caboose, a 1,000 or 2,000 subscriber caboose, and a 1,000 subscriber box car. So it's always fun to receive something like this from somebody. Thank you, James.
And we got a plaque too for 1,000 subscriber plaque, which is really cool. A really good friend of mine made. He actually made, or the same guy that made the box car and the GFW Trains caboose. He made me a plaque. It's a really cool plaque made out of that he made out of wood. And actually, look, is it? I think it's on the layout.
We don't have it up there because we usually keep it up where the paintings are going on. So
yeah, so it's really cool painting, or not painting, plaque that he made me, and it says GFW Trans, 1,000 subscribers. Really cool. But yeah.
So Mac Bricks, getting back to the people coming in. Crazy, good to see you, Mac Bricks. Crazy Joe likes this. He says, I'm 53, so he's old, but he loves his heavy metal. I love my heavy metal too, buddy. George actually likes heavy metal.
Heavy metal.
Heavy metal, dude. So, all right, just cruising through here. Mac Bricks likes the look of the 844 and the cab forward.
Cab forward is a really cool engine. After all, it is my favorite engine. But yeah.
Grandma Nita says, thanks for making the video. So I don't know if Grandpa's got it yet. Grandpa, I haven't gotten to the bottom of the stream here, but we sent you along a link if you want to come in and talk to us a little bit about your layout so we can have a little lead in. And we're getting close to, I think, train racing. Well, we got a lot to do, but we also, there are a lot of people on here that didn't get to see those 2037s race. So I'm anxious to put a little smackdown on you. I don't know if I'll be getting a Christmas bonus, but it would be good for me if I could spend my Christmas bonus on a therapist for you because you're crying so much because I beat you so bad in the train racing. Yeah. Yep. That's how I spend my Christmas bonus as opposed to a brand new heater.
I don't know, man. Have you ever heard of poop in a bag for Christmas?
Poop in a bag. That's original. That's original. So Grandpa says thanks for all the compliments on his layout.
No problem.
So Mac Bricks is like, cool, I'm on the screen. There it is. Mac Bricks is Steam Bricks and Mac Bricks. So there's Mac Bricks is on the screen. Steam Bricks is on the
Steam Bricks is the guy who made my big boy, my Lego big boy. He was on the stream. He said he's trying to get out of the Lego business though. And he says that he just wants to be able to buy trains and run them. And he says that he doesn't really like getting the desired results he wants with Lego, so he's trying to kind of reach out from Lego and do other stuff.
That's cool. That's cool. MacBrick says I should send everybody a donut.
I mean, that's a lot of donuts.
So Graham Rawlings, I don't remember if we got you yet, so let's get him. Says he remembers when his grandpa had his Hornby clockwork set, Christmas 1955.
Dang. Wow. That is pretty cool.
Yep. So Burnsy says, where'd you get the idea for all the reefers?
I'm going to let you guess on this one. His name starts with a T and his last name starts with an F. If that gives you any hints. Or actually, no, his YouTube channel starts with a T, and then the second word in his YouTube channel starts with a T. So if that gives you any hints, there you go.
So Steambrick says, dude, I've been working on modifying your daylight. The way you did the curve on the side of the engine is amazing.
Oh.
You know what he's talking about there?
I got no clue. I think he's probably talking to MacBricks.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry about that one. So you were Mike from Cross Anchor says, can't wait for next week, George.
I can't wait for next week
so
either.
Why don't you talk a little bit about that?
So recently, they have invited me to be a co-host on their Thursday night live streams, which are really cool. And they've started a series where they talk about different types of locomotives. For example, like the modern diesels. I think the next stream we're going to do is a kind of a Gen 2 diesel, Gen 1. One of the two, and we're basically just talking about the different components, kind of what all the letters mean in the locomotive. For example, last night we learned the difference between an SD70 Ace and an SD70 Mac, and holy cow! I thought that, I mean, I always looked at diesels as you kind of just turn the engine on and they go, right? But they are just so different than that, you know? They've got everything from like self-steering trucks. Do you even know those existed?
No, I did not.
Self-steering trucks to like magnets to gasoline to the difference between a wide cab locomotive and a standard cab locomotive. I think that there's just a whole bunch of differences between all the locomotives, and I don't know, I learned a lot last night. But yeah, I can't wait for next Thursday, and thank you guys for having me on the stream. But yeah.
Cool. I'm way behind on my stuff, so let's just get through some of this stuff. And I apologize if I missed some stuff. Wesley says the first video that he watched last year was from was your Christmas video.
What? Hold on, say that again. Sorry.
The first video that he watched last year was your Christmas video that you made. SMT. So that's gonna be like his new one.
That was a pretty cool layout, I think. But this year's layout, I think, is probably a lot cooler than last year's layout. Although I wasn't able to do everything I wanted with this year's Christmas layout, I think that maybe next year's Christmas layout will be like 20 times better than this year's Christmas layout. But it is, I find this layout a lot cooler than last year's layout, and I hope that everybody else thinks the same. But yeah.
Cool. Hey, DB Tech's in the house. Good to see you, DB Tech. DB Tech's been toying with some live streams. I haven't had a chance to get on when he's doing the live streams, but he's been doing some neat live streams, showing off his layout. Good to see you, DB Tech. Check out his live streams. James Trains is in the house. Says he sees the 515. He wants at some point to blow the whistle on that 515.
We can, hold on. I'm going to do some magic real quick.
So Lance Boyles, Marks, and Lionel Trains is in the house. Good to see you. Live now. You got this. George is busy switching up. Can you, let's see here. So the TVR stands for Taft Vale Railway. Okay, I see. Will Willie's in the house. Good to see you, Will. Very good. You know what? So good to see everybody here. So good. Sid's wondering if you're ready for him to come in, George.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec here. Let's actually what I'm gonna do is I'm again, I apologize everybody. We got a lot of stuff going on here and I'm way behind in my stream. Mr. Pictavid's here. We got trains and things and K&R custom models. SC Railroad Videography's in the house. Kyle Stevens in the house. Stefano Orlak's in the house. Good to, I'm always butchering his name. Sorry if I'm butchering your name there, buddy.
This is not as bad as Stefan.
Casey War. Oh man, I thought it was the other one was bad. Casey W is in the house. Good to see you, Casey. Got that train guy Mason in the house. Good stuff, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We got Pac Train Man here. Says R.I.P. the beard. It's coming back. It's coming back. But I got my sweet model train mustache here that I'm going with. My sweet model train mustache. Sid says he needs a link, George.
Oh, okay. I'll send that to you in a sec. Hold on.
So SC Railroad Videography, I had my beard, and then in the live stream that we had, the 24-hour live stream, I had to shave my beard off, but I left a mustache, a nice 70s mustache or 80s mustache, depending on how you look. And now it's all coming back in. Got my mustache. I got my my beard. I might dare say I'm looking pretty darn good. Yeah, this is good. This is the look that Model Trains gave me. So good to see everybody here. There we go. There's the 515. Cody Reisinger's in the house. I said Mr. Pictavid, I think. There it is, the 515, the Atlantic.
Atlantic
Or the Pacific. It's one of those oceans. I think I got everybody checked in. I think I got everyone checked in except for that 515. It's all slowed down now. Oh, here we go. Started up and smoking. That is a sweet engine.
Yes, it is. I'm gonna go do something real quick.
Oh, here it comes. Not only is the 515 coming around the bend, Nathan the Train Man's in the house. Good to see you. Yeah, Nathan, the Train Man's pointing out that I shaved the beard during the 24-hour stream. It was nice. There was a challenge to raise money, and I was at $250. I thought there wasn't a chance that we'd get $250 on the stream. And we blew through $250 in about the first 3 hours. Had to shave the beard, because I said I'd shave the beard if we got $250. But we made some good money, which is really nice. And we're going to be donating all of the money that we raised to the Kendall County Veterans Assistance. And I think that it's good for a good cause, and I appreciate everybody supporting us for that good cause. There goes that 515 right there. The two cabooses, or cabooses, however you want to say that. So, yeah, there we go. So with George in the bathroom, I'm going to bring in my dad. Dad, you're on, man. Worldwide Studio. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys there at the Worldwide Studio?
Doing all right, but we can barely hear you there, Dad.
Oh, really? How's that? Am I any better? Am I any better?
A little bit better. If you bring it a little bit closer to you.
I couldn't get much closer to the thing that I'm at now. But anyway, let me see if this turns the volume up. I don't know if that will.
All right. Well, hey, we wanted to talk with you a little bit about your layout. We're doing a premiere of the video on your layout tomorrow. I'm really excited to bring it to you. It's one I wanted to make that video as the very first video that I made for George with GFW Trains, but I was waiting for the right opportunity. But now I think it's the right opportunity.
Well, it's
can you tell us? Here's what I want for the people that are on here today. We're going to see the video tomorrow at 10 o'clock, and that layout came together quick.
It did.
Okay.
I think that's probably come. It's for as nice as the layout is, as it is. I think that layout probably came together with like the quality that it is very fast. With like, I mean, I think that surprising. It's surprising on how well the layout operates with how quick it came up. You know. Yeah, I think that to me, I'm really impressed. I've been really impressed with it for 15 years of my life. You know. I think and both of you guys have too.
Right. So tell it. Go ahead, Grandpa.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give people a little bit of the story, and I don't know how much we talk about that in the film. I know we've talked about it before, but the whole story with the layout, it's going to take a second or two, is back in 1991, the Train Collectors Association had a national convention, 1992, I'm sorry. And I was a tour guide for taking trains to people out to various layouts around our area here in the buses. And we were having trouble with the convention committee getting people to show off their train layouts, which I've never figured out why people don't want to show off their layouts, but that's their business. Because I think that's one of the neatest things you can do if you have a railroad, is to show it to other people. It's something that you're really proud of. And so after 1992, people said, well, I had a layout at that time. And I said, well, I'll have my layout on the tour next time. I'll volunteer my layout. And so 10 years went by, and it was coming up on 2002. And well, it was kind of interesting. My layout, as I've told many people, was the prototypical bankrupt railroad. It had track work that was not really good. There's a lot of nice things about it, but it really wasn't a real show quality layout. But I liked it and I had fun. And they said, well, Wally said, Dad, we got to tear down the layout and build a new one. This is just about Christmas time in 2001, and the convention was going to be the third week in June. And I says, I don't want to tear my layout down, because I've seen so many people that have torn a layout down and never got it another one rebuilt, and I wasn't sure that this was going to happen. I've always said a bird in the hand is worth two in the future. Well, anyway, they said, okay, we're going to do this. So just before we went to Florida for our Florida stay, we tore the layout down. Very sad day for me, taking it all down. They go down a lot faster than they come up, believe me. So while I was gone, Wally commissioned a good friend of his named Paul Lawton to build the benchwork for the layout. Now, he built it in a modular thing in his barn, and all the pieces were numbered and they all fit together in the barn. They were all disassembled after he'd built it and brought back to my house when I got back from Florida in the 1st of April. And it was the bench work was put in. Then I have another good friend. I had an idea what the layout I wanted to do was, and another good friend by the name of Terry Balea. Terry is an expert at track work, and he really does a really great job of bending and piecing, and that's something I don't do very well. I'm pretty good at a lot of things, but that's not one of them. So Terry and Wally started bending track and getting the track work ready and stuff like that, and we started putting track down. I had determined I was going to have a winter scene, and so I bought white carpets for everything. So we had a base of white carpet. Well, as we were building the layout, the track plan changed a few times. I had some ideas as we were going along, and I popped for a bunch of more track and some double crossovers, and made quite a different from what our original plan was, but still with a basic plan. Then we decided we were going to add another deck on top of that with the mountain, with a train running up on the mountain. And so we did that. But then the most important part is my dear wife is the one that makes the layout what it is. She's an expert at scenery. She's a tremendous artist, really devoted herself to making that layout nice. And one of the things about the layout, it's a story of our lives. And as you'll see when you look at it, you're going to see the city of Chicago on the backdrop, where I'm from.
Hey, slow down. We're just talking about how it came together. The only reason why I say that is because we got to save some stuff for the video tomorrow, Grandpa.
I didn't know what you had in it, so okay, I'm stopping.
Got to save some stuff. So, yeah, we're really looking forward to having that premiere. So, thanks for coming on and talking a little bit about that. What scale is it?
So gauge layout made with Gargraves and track Ross switches, and then one section in Lionel Super O.
Very cool, very cool. And what kind of trains do you run on there?
Anything I can get my hands on that doesn't disappear to the GFW studios.
What?
I'm sorry. That's not true. That's not true. This is the GFW Trains Worldwide studio.
You had to correct me there, Grandpa.
Got to correct you on that.
Worldwide. Is that where it's the home of my disappearing train collection, as I call it.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is news to me. What about you?
News to me too.
Oh yes, man. Huh?
I have an agent that's working on painting your house.
Oh,
I would be a bit surprised if some of the
Grandpa.
things-
Grandpa's getting a little hard to hear.
What? Breaking up. Bye. Oh, he's out.
What was that, Grandpa?
What? I can't hear you.
Graham,
What?
No, I can't hear you, Grandpa. I'm sorry. What was it? What was that?
you're going to come home one day and find
Oh, you know, I can't hear.
Hey, man, these connection issues.
These
Dude, you're gonna have to
connections,
call him.
oh,
You're gonna have
man.
to call him Mike after the stream.
Oh
Be
my
like,
God! Yeah, I don't know. I think
Oh, there we go.
Grandpa, I think we're having a problem with StreamYards here.
Yeah.
For some reason, we
Sorry,
can't.
StreamYard. Can't get OBS or StreamYard's to work.
okay.
So anyway, we'll see you tomorrow morning, Grandpa. Thanks.
All right. Take care. Thanks.
All right.
Bye-bye.
So hey, hello, Railer SCYT. Welcome to the stream, and we've got my man, the Ravenhawk, who made my head explode yesterday. Ravenhawk 6910, but I like to call him the Ravenhawk.
The Ravenhawk. That's a pretty solid, like, superhero name.
I know. Do you know what his superpower though is?
Knowing
Everything
about modern diesels.
Oh my gosh.
I think I learned more about modern diesels yesterday than I do at school on a daily basis. Just gonna have to put that out there, you know.
That was cool. No, it was yesterday. You were on Cross Anchors Railroad on their stems. Every Thursday they have a STEM stream, and they do that at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Anyway, they do it at 7 p.m. Central. My brain doesn't work very good on the maths. I went to public school at Elgin High School. But it's 7 p.m. Central. They've got their live stream, and George is on there along with Mr. Pick David and of course Mike and Brian from Cross Anchors. George is on there, and yesterday they talked about modern diesels, and it was a really good one. It was a good one. And the Ravenhawk was on there, and he was just spouting off knowledge. Boom, 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 boom. It was so good. So good. But welcome to our stream, Mr. Ravenhawk, sir. All right. James says that we need to stop goofing around.
Oh,
Ain't gonna happen. Johnny wants, hey, Ravenhawk, please join the Discord. There's a link down below. Get on that thing. You're gonna be a rock star when you get on there. I guarantee it.
Excellent.
Hey, do you know who else is on here? Boom. PGH Train Fanatic. Good to see you, Nick. Thanks for coming by. Having a good time over here. Again, that's another guy we love to watch his videos and watch his stream. He was on late at night too the other night when we did our live stream.
He stayed up very late and
showing off his cool Conrail T1.
Yes, that was very cool.
Talking about that and do you remember any of that?
I remember seeing the hobo camp and thinking that was
the hobo camp, wasn't he? We had a really good chance to. I've watched so many videos about his layout. It was so fun to just go through that and walk through all the different things with him, wasn't it?
Yes, it was very cool. Very cool. And I mean, like, it was. Having him on the stream was kind of a pleasure, you know. Somebody I grew up watching, you know, and then when he has to be on the stream, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, you know. But yeah, it's It was really cool. And I'm glad that.
Thanks for coming on. We enjoyed having you on the stream and for the 24-hour stream, and we're so glad that you're come back talking with us, coming to the stream today as well. The cool part is, if you stick around long enough, you'll probably be seeing George cry. But without any further ado, we've got poor Sid here. You should see Sid. Sid's in the back room right now.
He's just like,
right. He's like, come on, guys, get me on now. Look at this. We'll pull him up here.
Ready?
Look at that. Oh, smile. There we go. Without any further ado, we would like to welcome George. You do the introduction. Without any further ado.
This is some guy I met on like.
Oh, George always does it.
But anyways, this is Sid's Trains. Otherwise, or Sydney's Trains, but his YouTube channel name is Sid's Trains. And he's somebody I met through YouTube and specifically Discord. And we kind of just put the dots together. I mean, we were in multiple group chats together, and I didn't realize it till then. And yeah, we kind of got to know each other better. We've been talking for a while. But Sid, his passion through the hobby is fixing, upgrading O-scale trains. He does a lot of that. I think one of the cool things that he does throughout the hobby. I mean, he puts legacy upgrades into trains to convert Prototype 1 locomotives into TNCC locomotives. I mean, I don't know a better place to send your used Lionel trains than Sid, you know, to upgrade it.
Everybody I know likes to send them Sid's way. So how you doing tonight, Sid?
I'm doing good. I can see you guys are having a good time, and I'm just having a good time listening to you guys. It's cool to see everybody's here on the stream. See, something I said on one of my videos is that even with, like, I'm not even that big. My channel's not really that big, but I still get really interested in other channels, and I think we should all just be interested, even if we're not on a video or something, just to be on a stream all together, because obviously we can't be at a show because of what's going on in the world. But it's just really, I have a good time just talking to people, even if it's just typing, especially in these live streams.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pleasure to have you on, Sid. I know that I've been wanting to have you on for a while now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really cool what you do in terms and how you stay involved in the hobby. I think it's really, really cool what you do. I think that, I mean, the cool part about it is like how young you started off in terms of fixing trains and stuff like that. I think you said you were like 12, right?
Yeah, I was around 12-ish when I worked on my first train. It was my first Lionel Commodore Vanderbilt. I actually have two. It's a long story, but yeah, that was the first train I ever worked on. I recall opening it up to put new grease and oil in it, because it was brand new out of the box, and all the grease had dried up, and it didn't sound very good when it was running. But that was the first train I worked on, and I've pretty much worked on a bit of everything at this point. I've worked on Lionel, MTH, Third Rail, Weaver, K-Line, and then one of my favorite companies, Right of Way Industries. Speaking of them, I have this is just a tender of this Great Northern 2880 articulated, and as you said before, I do legacy upgrades. This is currently one that I'm working on for a customer. He's in a group chat that we're in, and this is probably the most this tender in particular has taken the most I say engineering, so to speak, to get it to work. Unlike a conventional tender where the shell, this is, if Tim's Trains is on here, he'll probably like this, but this is my American Freedom GS4 tender. This is a shell. It just pops right off the frame. But unlike that, this is a solid tube of brass, and I can't just pop the top off. So I have to, there's little parts, the coal load, and then there's like a wood walkway here that pops off. So I've had to install the bracket that has some brass and some other electronic brackets on it in a different way than I normally would, which normally, I'll just show you this frame here. Normally I just mount them straight to the chassis, which is a lot easier, but this one's just taking more thinking to do, which is, that's what I love to do. I love to go above and beyond to make something really nice. And I'm having a fun time working on this. This one is getting whistle steam, stack smoke, legacy, the sounds, whole 9 yards.
Well, that's really cool. And I know you have a YouTube channel, The Train. What kind of what kind of was your inspiration to start the YouTube channel?
My inspiration was when I was really young. It probably would have been somebody like Eric Siegel, who I was watching, that could have sort of inspired me. But at the time when I started, it wasn't really anybody in particular. It was just me wanting to share what I was doing in this layout that I'm building. Obviously, people have seen my two of my latest videos on me actually starting to work on this room, which I got the walls painted this nice blue that everyone seems to really like. I keep getting comments on the blue color like every day. And there's that, and it was just I like sharing ideas and allowing people to understand things, because I live by this quote that because I want to go into engineering. I live by this quote that it's not seniority that creates the best solutions to a problem. It's just coming up with lots of ideas, and different concepts to fix or find a solution to something. And whether it's me, someone younger than me, or someone older, I just like to collaborate and just have fun. And that's what I kind of started my YouTube channel, and it's just grown from there. And I think I've created a decent sized community. I'm at around 1,450 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 1,500 by the end of the year.
Well, that's really cool, Sid.
Well, shoot, if you haven't already subscribed to Sid's YouTube channel, Sid's Trains, right? I'm gonna do a little pump here, Make sure you head on over there and check it out. Watch some of those videos. Smash that like button on all those videos. Make some comments. Subscribe, right?
Make sure to click the bell on all the channels. Make sure to click the bell so you can see when the video.
I was like, that's like, without having a bell, a bell's like one of the most important steam engines. Without the bell, what is there to a steam engine? It's like a missing diamond on the ring. But yeah. So and I know you've been. How long have you been doing YouTube? I know it's been quite a few years, hasn't it?
My channel I've had going since my freshman year of high school, so it's been about 3 to 4 years ish, around that time. And my first video, I think I said this on the 24-hour stream, was of a layout in this room. The walls were still concrete. The room was really dark, actually, because there was like one light in here. Now it's really bright with all these bulbs. But yeah, that was the first video. It was my old layout. I had like 3 or 4 loops, just trains running all over the place, buildings everywhere, just me having fun. And then I expanded from there to this layout and what I've been doing, and just grew on the idea of running videos and more recently reviews, because that's what people were wanting.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong? You're on here, George.
Huh?
You're all right.
Oh.
Well, I was just working on something behind the scenes, and I confused.
Oh. Okay.
I couldn't hear
Oh,
him.
poor George. She's.
Yeah, but so yeah. Other than that, like you always talk about that one video where it's you got like about 50K views on something that.
Yeah, I can talk about that. So I would say I judge videos on their popularity by how many views they get. And one video I have, which is on my fast track double crossover. You guys have the Ross double crossover, where the 2 tracks cross over in an X. And Lionel doesn't sell that as a one piece like Ross does. So I made one out of 072 switches, some straight sections, and I think a 45-degree X. And that video got a lot of views, I think, because not a lot of people had done that. I think the only person at the time on YouTube that had done that was Max Railroad, and he hadn't really talked about it very much. So I had it over in the back corner of my table in the new track plan, I'm going to have it up here at the front so I can more easily maintenance it and do whatever I need to it. So if things derail, it doesn't matter. But I think the big thing about that video was I was running my 4006 big boy, 6 PFE reefers, 2 I think single door box cars. I think they're just single door box cars, 4 or 3 double door box cars, a bunch of, I think 5 auto carriers, and then a bunch of tank cars in the caboose. And people just went crazy over like the 30 or so cars I was running, and the fact that it's crossing over itself as it goes around, which I think is cool. That's why I wanted it. Was it creates this infinite loop that if I had 2 trains running on the so-called infinite loop, it just looks really cool because it just goes from one loop to the other. And
Yeah.
I think it's funny to make it look like they're going to crash, but then they don't.
Yeah, that's actually one thing that I like doing as well. With the Christmas layout upstairs, I have a crossing point where it loops around
Yeah.
on it, and
Yeah.
the daylight just barely misses itself. The train's so long that it just barely misses itself.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. But yeah, and you're working, and you had that layout, or that was kind of a temporary layout, and you're working on the new one. Do you want to talk a little bit about your new layout and the plan?
Yeah, so I've done the 2 videos. The first one was me dismantling everything, or the stuff on top of the table. The second video was me showing off the walls and doing a time lapse of me putting all the trains back up. Which now I'm at the point where I've brought all the humasote into the room that I need to put on the table. It's all sitting here. 3 pieces are kind of where they're going to be, and the rest need to be cut. But I can show you in a second. But yeah, I'm putting humasote down because I use Fast Track, and Fast Track is loud if it doesn't have some kind of sound deadening material under it. And if I've talked about it before, with Fast Track, it is a very nice track system. People bash it too much for the issues it has. And the reason it has those issues is because it wasn't originally designed to be a track system to use on a massive layout. It was meant for the carpet. And when you use it on big layouts, the pins don't the electricity doesn't travel through the pins very well, so they get really hot, and when they get hot, they melt, and at some point will probably catch on fire. So you just have to wire it correctly, and if you wire it correctly, like Lionel says in their videos, if you wire it correctly, then it'll be fine, which is what I'm doing. But yeah, I have roughly the same 2 loops that are in an L shape in the room. I have a little spur over here. The outside loop is going to be elevated along the back wall. Probably it's going to be around a 3% grade that goes up to, I think, 4 or 5 inches, which will be really cool. The whole back wall is going to be a mountain to depict.
Oh, wow.
It's going to depict kind of where the N&W and the Chesapeake and Ohio ran into the coal mines and all of that. So, because my layout is depicting, I call it a coal hauler railroad. It's all about big steam engines pulling coal or pulling passenger. And I live in a part of the country where a lot of different railroads ran. I live in Maryland, so the Southern ran in the area, the Chesapeake and Ohio, the B&O, and then the N&W, and then the New York Central and Pennsylvania didn't run as much here, but there were times where I believe they might have. So who cares? I have a bunch of some people always say to me that, what's your favorite engine? They always say Hudson's because I have like 10 or so Hudson's, but I just like them because of the way they look. But yeah, I'm depicting that. I'm going to have a 36-inch turntable for my big boy, a 3-stall roundhouse or so. All of that is custom built because I don't want to pay for the turntable because that's a lot of money. And then the roundhouse, I just want to build to my specifications. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm going. I can pick up my camera here and see what this is. The table at the moment. It's just covered in a bunch of crap, but this is the home. So
hold on a second. Hold on. Let me switch this stuff around. I want to welcome Ravenhawk into the stream. He wanted to come by and spend some time with us. Welcome.
Salutations.
I was telling George that you know more about modern diesels, or you've forgotten more about modern diesels than I'll ever know.
I wish I'd been that smart in school, but it's something, I guess.
Right. So anyway, let's get wanted to welcome you in, but Sid, you've been there in the back room waiting patiently for you, and I wanted to get you on. Sid's giving us a little tour of his layout that's coming together. All right, we got you back in the middle here, Sid. So keep rolling.
So we got the homosode on the table. These 3 sheets, there's a seam right here, there's this sheet, and then there's that sheet. These 3 are kind of where they're going to be, and we still need a little chunk for over there. But then over here we have like 3 or 4 pieces stacked together, and we got to just lay it all out. I'm currently using the table as like a makeshift testing just for a test loop. But yeah, as I said, it's going to be the same kind of L-shaped loops that I had before. My control panel is not going to be here anymore. It's just going to be under the table because I want more space to walk in the room. And yeah, this is kind of where I'm going with things. At one point, I thought of doing a ramp down the back of the table, but with all the boxes I have underneath my table and the amount of work it would take to get that to work, I'm just like, I'll just set stuff under the table on this little yard I built and on the shelves, and that'll be fine. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting things running. I wanna have the 2 loops up and running and the homosode down by before or around Christmas, because I got some items coming that I think I want to do a live stream and open up, and I just want to have fun over the winter break running trains instead of sitting around getting a layout set up. I just want to have it set up to have fun. And just to give a little hint, the thing that is coming is related to this Milwaukee Road 261. So we'll see. You'll see what those are. But yeah, that's what's going on with the layout right now. And I don't know, but Ravenhawk, you got anything going on with your layout? Just curious.
Oh gosh. Well, aside from what I did in my last update video, nothing really much has changed from there. I still got to get the last section of bench work installed so I can get all the way around the room for the main level. Right now, my main thing I've been focusing on is product reviews. I've got a Protosound 1 MTH Seaboard E8 set that is being reviewed by subscriber demand, actually. I put a poll on my channel asking if people would even be interested in having my take on that set, and even though there's several other videos out there, and surprisingly they said yes. And I'm also reviewing the, I'll just grab it right here because it's right here, the Lionel NS8520 that I got from Sean, Dackman Productions. So that's going to be coming out soon. And I'm also going to be reviewing the CSX Pride and Service Veterans ES44 when I go and pick it up next week.
That's cool.
And
so I already did an initial running video on the test track at Legacy Station, but I haven't picked it up yet.
That's really cool. Sid and Tim, Johnny, and Brian are saying that, Johnny wants you to upgrade his Caesar salad to Legacy and Worcestershire, and Tim says that breadsticks are better for Legacy conversion. And Bernsey said breadsticks are better for ERR upgrade.
No, we got to do a cabbage unit. I got to upgrade a piece of cabbage to Legacy. Then we got our cabbage unit.
There you go.
There's some high railroading goals we got here.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Will that mold by the time that you're done with the upgrade, Sid?
What'd you say? It's cutting out for me.
Will the piece of cabbage start to mold by the time that you get the upgrade done?
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, you see, if you had shipped it on the Salad Bowl Express, it would have come through just perfectly fine.
There you go.
My cabbage is on the way, said Bernsey.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, hey, that would be really interesting to see a piece of or some sort of vegetable or fruit turned into a model train.
So
stop talking about me like that.
So Ravenhawk, we've got we've got some people on here that are new to you per se, not that they're new to the community or anything, but I might not know a little bit about your channel. We talked about Sid's channel. In terms of your channel, what do you said that you like that you're doing some product reviews. You've done. Tell us a little bit about the genesis of your channel and what you like to put on there.
Well, I mean, as far as if we want to say genesis of the channel, it's right here.
Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Oh, you mean this isn't the type you were talking about? Okay, I'm so sorry.
That's an even better one.
But no,
I actually do like how you had that right at your hand. It was almost like a perfectly set up.
Yeah, I've got a whole little shelf down here where I keep stuff at the ready. Like, oh my gosh, let's just. I'll do a quick little show and tell here. Just see what I got hiding down here. I've got an Amtrak Cascades F59.
There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
I've got, get up here, the NS Legacy 1982 SD70 ACE.
You're like a magician. What?
I've got.
I want you to think of a train. Any train. Oh my God, that was the one I was thinking of, George. Oh my God. Oh.
And now I want you to think of a piece of rolling stock. Any piece of rolling stock in your mind.
All right, got one.
Got it in my head.
Was this your rolling stock?
Oh my God, that was it! Oh!
No, I just find it easier just to keep. Just to keep stuff. I just find it.
You win $1 million Polar Express from eBay.
I tell you what. I'll give you a handshake and a smile. How about that?
There you go. That's even better.
But,
right on.
Nah, I just keep that stuff on that shelf. I actually found it's like a little rolling shelf from like a store or something like that. And I've got my control stand on top of that. And then I store locomotives and stuff on one shelf and then boxes for my HO stuff on the bottom shelf. So it worked out well.
Very cool. Very cool. So I am just poking George. We got a request to run some trains here. So I'm asking George to get some trains rolling around the track. And also, yeah, so anyway, you got all those trains out there. So the train reviews, how many train reviews have you done?
Let's see. I can give you an exact number here in just a second. I've done quite a few. I started doing reviews around 2017, I want to say. Yeah, 2017 was my first review, and it was actually the MTH Union Pacific flag baggage car, because that was the first time they'd done a single run of it since 2009, I want to say, something like that. So that was the first one. Then the Amtrak Cabbage from Lionel, it's funny enough that y'all were talking about that, was the second one. So, and then just kind of went on and on from there. But as far as reviews myself, I've done 36.
Wow. 36 reviews. Well, that's cool. So if you haven't already, go over there and check out his channel.
And that's Ravenhawk 6910. Yeah, I mean, I just love,
or
kind of like what
Sid
was saying. You know, I started my channel just to have a place to show my trains off and have some fun on YouTube, because I didn't have anyone that shared the hobby. I was always that kid that got bullied because I did like trains. So I didn't have any friends that shared the hobby. So it's like, you know what? I'm just going to put it on the internet. And if people happen to like it too, then whoop-de-doo. And turns out people do. So, but it's been a long time coming. So I didn't. It's funny you say that when I jumped onto the 24-hour stream and people started freaking out because I was in the chat. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
You want to see some more of that magic?
I guess so, but I just love doing it, and I do rail fanning videos as well. So if you like real trains, I do those as well. I used to do a lot of narrated rail fanning videos. I don't do them so much anymore, but I do still go out and film regularly when I'm out train watching, and if I do have stuff to put into a decent video, I will. But yeah, and whenever I go on planes, which doesn't happen very often, I have a short little series of in-flight videos that I've done over the years. So I'm just sort of an omnivore when it comes to content. I just do whatever I like, basically.
Well, that's cool. Very cool. Very cool. And so then you have a YouTube channel, obviously. What was kind of the inspiration for your YouTube channel? Why did you? Well, and you said that you started it because what the heck, people will watch it. You do train and you do rail fanning on occasion. Why do you do just those two things? I guess.
Well, first of all, I'm not a gamer, so it would kind of be pointless to do gaming stuff on my channel because I don't have the technology for it. So, and really, my subscriber base has sort of said what they like in a sense, because model train videos usually do really good for my channel, whereas other stuff might not necessarily do as well. Not that I'm one that is concerned about fitting into the algorithm or making money off of this by any means, because I'm certainly not getting paid for any of this.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, it is what people like to see, and if they do like to see that, I'm going to do more of it. So, ask and you shall receive, basically. But I really like having fun with it and getting stuff onto YouTube that maybe people haven't necessarily seen before, because I love oddball stuff. So, like, for example, this Milwaukee Road painted Great Northern Cascade that's behind me. I'm already seeing Sid's big grin down there. But up till me posting that, there was no videos of that on YouTube. So I just thought it'd be really cool to show that off. Like, hey, check out this cool thing that I found, because I believe MTH only did one run of these in Protosound 2.
Yeah.
And they were only built for the Great Northern originally, so there were only two of them. The Milwaukee Road never got any, so this is strictly a fantasy scheme. And they were the largest, most powerful single-unit electric locomotives ever built. In fact, wheel arrangement-wise, they have the exact same wheel arrangement as a Union Pacific Big Boy.
Oh, wow.
In fact, I'll just go ahead and grab it and bring it a little closer.
I believe I've worked on like a bunch of these because they have bad speakers in them sometimes, and I've worked on the Milwaukee Road, the Great Northern, and the Pennsylvania version.
Yeah, you just need to work on the Virginian, and you'll have all four.
Yeah, and I remember seeing that Milwaukee Road one, and that paint scheme is just beautiful. I love that.
Yeah, I remember seeing it, and I thought at first it was a Little Joe, and then I realized it didn't have the platforms, and then I went, "Oh my God, that's a Cascade!" So
I thought that was a Little Joe behind you.
no,
we have a Milwaukee Road Little Joe, and from a distance it kind of looked like that.
And that's what I thought when I first saw it on the shelf at the train store. But it turns out, no, it's not. And sooner or later, I need to hunt down a Little Joe for myself. I'd love to get a South Shore one, personally.
I think Weaver made one, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah, they did that, and they did Milwaukee Road as well. Did MTH make one in South Shore?
Yeah. No.
South Shore, that I don't know. That's like the one thing. Like, I'll talk about this since that MTH has a bunch of stuff I didn't know made, like a catalog E60 that was never made.
Yeah, I have that catalog, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I'm just like, there's all these things that MTH is hard to keep track of. I don't think they did, but you could probably search it up and it would come right up if they did.
Yeah, and I'm sure if you were really desperate, you could just find someone to paint it.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, we have the Weaver Little Joe for the Milwaukee Road one, and boy, oh boy, is that one. Oh, there you go. That one's a really nice engine. I do. If you ever come across one, I do suggest getting it. But yeah, they're really nice. But
yeah, and I suggest anyone that's interested in electric locomotives definitely get this. I mean, this thing is god awful heavy because it's all die cast, but that's what gives it such great pulling power. I took this thing up to a place near Nashville that I go to called Fiddler's Grove, and they've got a big layout up there at the Wilson County Fairgrounds. I took this thing up there a few years ago, and it was awesome to run that thing on that big layout up there. And I had it behind my excursion train, and it was just fun. I always have fun when I go to Fiddler's Grove. I didn't get to this year, but hopefully that will be resolved next year.
Mm-hmm. So we got somebody in the background. I'm not sure, but he's not in the camera view. Let's see, Anfield, are you still here? Or Bert, are you still here? We'll see if he comes back on. But speaking of, so you guys both have YouTube channels, like I said, like a trillion times. What is your favorite video you guys have done?
Sid, you go first.
You're probably trying to think of one. No, I don't know. This is hard because there's been so many and they've all been interesting to do. Probably my I have two like favorites. The first one is the latest. I'm so tired right now. The latest layout update I did. I loved filming the time lapse of me putting the trains up on the wall. That was really fun. The second was my nighttime running session. It was so much fun. That was like an evening. I just came home, put the camera down, and was just running trains in the dark and just filming. And I just put it all together, and it was just so much fun because it's kind of like nostalgic. It like takes me back to being a lot younger and just being on a little carpet layout with my dad's train running in the dark, and the headlights coming at you, and with the newer stuff, all the sounds in the dark. It makes you feel like you're in like a fantasy world because there's nothing else around you other than the trains.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, I mean, it definitely has a different feel of it when you're in the dark, you know. But especially with all the lights and I mean, if you have buildings on your layout, the buildings, you know, it just makes it really cool. So Ravenhawk, your turn. What are you thinking?
Oh gosh, as far as a model review goes, or a model video in general, I'm actually really proud of my review I did of my 2 Vision Line Challengers this year, because that was all filmed on the test track at Legacy Station. That was not filmed on my home layout, and that footage was pieced together from 2 separate visits because I got the 49er Challenger there first, and then I got the Rio Grande one, so I had to stitch them all together into one thing. But I think for what it was, it came out great. And then rail fanning wise, I really am proud of what is actually the second most popular video on my channel, which is my video of N&W 611 in Asheville, North Carolina in 2016. That was my first time seeing the 611 under steam since 1994 when I was a kid. Believe it or not, I actually got to see 611's very last run through my hometown when I was a baby.
Oh, wow. That's really...
That was my first time encountering 611 under steam since then. And then I rode behind her a year later. So it was awesome.
Well, I know my favorite video from Ravenhawk is the video where you just showed off your Vision Line collection. I think that video was kind of the...
Hello.
Hey,
Trevor.
Hello. How are you?
Good. So how are you doing? How's it been since last Friday?
Fine. I'm still busy making fences.
Yeah? Well, how long has that taken you so far?
Too long. I've got to make all the fences around the track completely.
Well, that's really cool. What time is it there? Yeah, what time is it there? Yeah.
1:41 in the morning.
1 in the morning. There you go.
I'm not in the loft. I'm in my modelling room where the laptop is.
Well, that's really cool. I know you have a YouTube channel. Do you want to talk a little bit about your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
There you go. You're making fences.
Yeah. I've got Anfield Road layout in the loft, and I've been on YouTube since 2013. And I done the channel just as a blog to what I do on my channel, and I didn't expect to get where I am. I'm at 262 subs. I didn't expect to get that many subs, I'm hoping I can get to 300. If I can get to 300, I'm going to do a giveaway.
Go for it.
Really cool. Dang, there you go.
I've already started looking at getting merch done. I have actually got, wherever they are, bear with me, I have got Anfield Road mugs. Bear with me, I'll just get one of them. I have got Anfield Road merch. I've just been and got one. Now I need to put my headphone back in. I've got Anfield Road mugs. Bear with me.
Look at that. Check this out, Pops.
Yep.
Got Anfield Road.
Where'd you get a bug like that? That's pretty sweet.
I'm not going to use a store to do them because I've got a good deal with a shop, a guy I can get them done at, so get them done. And I am willing to, any of my subs that are sub to me in the over where you are from, I know I've got a couple here. I'm willing to send them to you. It's not a problem.
Well, that's really cool.
I know. I've seen you've got your merch now as well, haven't you?
Yes, we do, man. Yes, we do.
That's down to your dad.
Yes, that something he did. He worked really hard on, and
hey, he's doing well. I do like the way your channel is. It's like Sam's Trains. It's under you. The work he does. I'm repairing trains. I wish we had someone like that here. There's no one like that that does it.
Well, thank you. I mean, here you guys can see.
Yeah.
There you go. Amazing.
Oh no, it's your dad. He just thinks he looks so cool with that moustache, doesn't he?
Oh, I don't need to think that. I know that.
You may not have it after tonight, though. You may have to get rid of it.
Yeah, I don't think the missus thinks it's all that great.
You got to get rid of it. It's got a bite on it.
Can I call you Ron?
Yeah, as I was saying, I've got the. Yeah.
And we'll just see how many people get that joke.
Well, yeah. So we got the racing trains up. You know.
Have you still got the same ones from last week?
Yes, they do.
These are great ones.
Yeah.
It looks like you're going to want to use them more.
Yeah.
Put that one up there so I can see the.
I've got George. I've actually got some footage for. I've got some train footage. I've been and got the British trains for you. And I'm just making sure it's okay, and then it'll be going up on my channel.
Well, cool.
All right. Who here wants to see George cry?
Nah, I want to. I'm hoping George is gonna. It's gonna be George tonight.
Do it.
Come on, George, you can do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, so for those of you that are new here to the train races, every Friday we call it Fast Friday, and there's a reason why it's called Fast Friday, because I'm fast and George is slow. You heard me. I'm fast. George is slow.
He's a little mental in the brain.
I usually make George cry. So if you guys are a little bit faint of heart and don't like to see little boys cry,
Little.
oh yeah.
I am a teenager. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
That's
Oh,
no
gosh.
excuse.
That's what I have to live with. That's all I'm saying is that's what I have to live with. All right.
Sid right now is just, oh my gosh, this kid's a freshman.
All right, let's see here. We got to get this. I think we got the cameras going there. So, all right, those of you that are new here, we race.
No sabotaging it this time.
We usually race all kinds of different engines, but we've come across two of the classics here. We have come across our good friend Bilko brought out for us some of the new, or brought for us new to us, but they were the original train racing engines that we had when we started train racing with the Midwest division of the PCA. They're two 2037s. They chuff smoke, although we don't have any smoke fluid in there, and they go fast. The good thing about the 2037s is they actually take skill to drive. They are fast, but they'll come off the track. They take a licking, but they keep on ticking here. And these aren't engine races. These are train races. So you can see we not only have the 2037s to run, but we also have the trains to run. So when we do train races here at the GFW Trains Worldwide Studio, and we are worldwide, When we do train races here, what we like to do is we usually have 3 races. 1 race on the outside, 1 race on the inside, and then we flip the tip tinner. And whoever wins the tip tinner flip gets to choose whether they want the inside or the outside for the 3rd race.
Yeah.
Now, what is that, George?
Well, I was just gonna say how much I think we could probably fill like a one of those mugs that Anfield Road Lab in the Loft has. You know, fill one of those up with the tears that are going to be coming out of you by the end of these races.
That mug, George?
Yeah, that one. Boom.
Yeah, that's that one. Yeah, your dad's gonna. It'll leave a flow.
This is a good idea.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
It'll leave a flow.
George, you know what, George?
We need a bucket, George.
All right. We got our trains together. I'm going to take mine out for a little spin here. You guys can see we got the front cam right here, and then we got the back cam coming down there in the corner. You catch them coming around you. We're racing a dip the opposite way because we realized just the other day that we were running the opposite direction on oval track. The only problem is if you hit that first corner going this direction, you're done.
You can do it, George.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, place your bet. I do like that, Wesley, having a scoreboard on the wall. That's what we need to have.
Just try not to yeet these things through the wall.
I think what we're going to do is I'm going to keep the stash until the wife says it's got to go, which is probably very short. And I'm growing the beard back because I'm the dude, man, the dude. The Southern Yankee doesn't like the stash. He says save the stash. Or shave the stash. So there's the save the stash and the save the stash and save the stash. All right, boys and girls. Sid, who do you think's gonna win? Speak before you answer here.
After the other night, I'd say Wally's gonna win but we are running in the opposite direction. But I think at the wait, what loop are you on? Which loop are you on, Wally?
I'm inside.
I think it's going to be George.
Oh! Wait a second.
At the moment, I'm thinking Wally. Wally was having a good run the other night, so that's maybe.
Yeah, I was like halfway asleep.
Maybe it's
alert now.
Yeah, George, put it down to you were asleep last one.
It's the
says George, and Declanor's back. You know what? He says he's back, but then he says this. I bet's on George. Come on, Decliner! How are you doing?
I'll tell you what. I'll roll a d20. Anything 1 to 10, George wins. Anything 10 to 20, Wally wins. I'll keep it fair and square. Okay, gonna roll it right here in front of y'all.
I've got some like wizardry going on right here.
13, so it's gonna be Wally. It looks like.
Oh, that's great.
All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, who's
D&D for the win, everyone. D&D for the win.
Ready? Please smash that like button, hit that thumbs up, get us going. Just so we get more, we got some more people coming in, so hit that thumbs up button. And let's see here. We're ready to go? Any one of you guys want to start us off?
1, 2, 3.
Oh. We lost the caboose.
You lost your load.
And he lost the train. Dag.
Oh, he's lost a
Rip
train.
in pieces.
Oh, George is slowing down for him.
Don't slow down for him, George.
He lost everything. He lost everything.
Oh, there you go.
Go on, George.
Oh, it must be the Friday the 13th. It's, what, bad luck? You rolled a 13 on a Friday. It's not good.
jinxed him. I didn't even think about that, but you're right.
Mulligan on that one, man.
Yeah. Oh, he lost, on the first turn, he lost the caboose. It disconnected, then the train disconnected.
I don't know why I happened.
Test.
Like I had a hobo trying to sabotage me. Yeah, some of those guys from PGH's hobo camp came over. They're on the gondola. Ah!
He's gonna come. Your dad will come off again. Wally will come off again.
All right. I'm calling Mulligan.
That looked like it hurt.
All right, you Raven Hawk.
Yeah.
George.
I'm going.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Oh,
this is looking.
Oh,
they
sabotage!
Attacked.
Everything came off.
Violent. People thought NASCAR got weird at times.
Oh, George got it. Oh wait, no, he didn't. Oh, he lost the caboose as well. Oh my gosh. Oh, Wally.
Oh boy.
George is the man.
Oh my god!
hey!
Oh snap! What did you do?
What just happened? Something just happened.
It's off camera. We can't.
What just?
Oh
It's not the crossover. It was the crossover.
That was some,
Well, someone called the NTSB.
anything can happen in the train races, as Bill says. Anything
Yeah,
can happen.
Cam.
Insurance won't cover that one. Uh-oh.
The dog's getting pissed too.
Oh, the dog's in the other room.
Well, the dog wants in on the action.
Alrighty.
She sits at the bottom. One of them in the loft. She sits at the bottom of the ladder. One to come up the loft.
She just sits at the bottom of the ladder, bottom of the loft. Let her in!
Alright. Oh, man, I get a real good picture of Sid right now. What you do? This came off again.
You should like center Sid real quick and just get that face.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Look at Sid's face. That's just a character. He's just there.
And I just captured it.
Man! All over the place. Wait a minute!
Winner! Winner!
Chicken dinner.
I think we broke Sid.
There we go!
He's frozen. Sid is frozen in the form of a meme now.
Oh. Did you push that? What? To make it cross over like that.
I don't know. But this one crossed over too. They like came in and hit each other.
All right. Come on, George. What's taking you so long?
He's waiting for Christmas.
I think he is. Oh! You can't really change directions. All right. Change directions. Let's get this. This one.
You mean to say you practice driving badly?
Yeah, he does. Wait a minute, you caused
Good job he's not let loose on the
I
road,
wasn't
isn't it?
talking about George.
Yeah, I'm so skilled I can carry a train with one hand.
Oh, look at that. So skilled.
Try to bend the spoon. That's impossible.
Oh, there's Sid. Sid's back.
Well, these are all over the place.
Silly
There's
computer.
a good picture of you.
Yes,
Well, you
yes,
were
Sid, you are now a meme.
What? It's just be like this or something. I have no clue. My
No,
computer's
no, no.
You
Hold
were like
on.
this. You were like
Hold
this.
on. I'll send it to you on Instagram. Hold on.
Oh, boy. You know it's bad when
no, I have no clue what my computer is doing. It like my screen just like flashed extremely like bright white, and then it took me back out of the video. I have no clue what StreamYard just did to my computer, but it did something.
You're crackling
Oh,
quite a bit on your end.
Tim just sent it to me. I'm just like this. I'm just like this. I'm just like that.
Yeah, you are now.
I look like
You look like Owen Wilson. Wow.
my computer's doing so many stuff.
All right, everybody out there. George isn't crying yet. Hey, Nicholas G, how you doing today?
Actually, last time I was here, I was winning.
I won.
I won the first
I'm
race.
calling that one a no contest on account of y'all's accidents.
How did that even like? So wait, were the switches thrown, or did they just derail on it?
No, they just derail on it. I mean, the posts were hard. I think some of them.
I know. It's funny.
Well, gee, when you're running it like the Acela,
I know what you're talking about.
The funny part is, unlike the Lionel Excella, these trains actually work.
ouch!
There's a big time bird right there.
You know,
Yeah.
You want some cheese to go with that wine?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have got round 3.
George. Come on, George.
All right, come on, Bert, start us off here. On 3, they say go.
1, 2, 3, go.
Let's go. That's what I mean.
Are you saying me or?
1, 2, 3, plus, go! Sid, you and I need to do like wrestling style commentary for this.
Oh!
Good God Almighty! Good God Almighty! That killed him.
Oh wait. Is it gonna? Nope.
Oh, yep. I think
I
he's
thought-
got this
Yeah, he's got this one. He's still playing.
easily. Like a
Nice
boss.
one.
That glare.
I won. No,
Does your dad need a bit? Your dad will need a bigger Anfield Road copper than that one. It'd overflow.
I just need to, no, I want that engine.
No, George, you need to time it right on the curve so that way you can yeet your engine off of the curb right into his.
Yeah, you do as you're going into the cars, try and take your dad's out.
Come on. I just let him win. No, that's just how it rolls. Being nice to my son every now and again. But it ain't happening twice in a row. Let me tell you this, guys. I'm a nice guy. I'm a really nice guy. But I'm not that nice.
What?
I'm not that nice.
Oh, yeah, I'm really good at trade racing, but I'm not that good.
You're not that good. Come on.
Just beat you.
Stop fighting! You're tearing us apart! Oh, God. Here we go. We need to have the surround cam.
Oh man, we're gonna make a barrier. Just so you can't get through. I can get through, but you can't. Oh my god.
This is your side of the train room, and this is my side of the train room.
All right, so let's start us out.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go! Round turn 1. And they round turn 2. And they round.
Coming around the fast straight, and George appears to have, and Wally appears to have lost his load once again.
And Georgia goes around turn 1. He's about to pass Wally. And he does. Oh, no, he doesn't. Oh, yes, he does.
And coming around the second to the last corner, coming around Gambon. And across the line.
Mine was going so fast it broke. So fast it broke over here. Oh, there we go. Got it repaired.
Oh, okay.
My train's sponsored by Acela.
Oh.
What's funny is I guarantee you if I were to buy an Acela, I'd get bit in the ass because mine would work.
Oh, you'd make sure yours would work.
Well, yes, I also wouldn't. I feel like people treat them like they're a tank. They have opening doors and they have operating pantographs. Look what the GG1 had. Imagine how opening doors, cars articulate, and pantographs would work together. That's very complicated.
Sid, I need to look around one.
Sid,
So, look at that. So the first time my grandfather got his Acela, he has this tunnel on his layout, and he had the pantographs up, running it super fast, and boom.
And I already know what happened.
Got ripped off the engine. And yeah, it's been to Lionel many times since then.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's.
That hurts.
I gotta get around one.
I remember.
A little bit of a crisis here. A crisis.
Hey man, this reminds me of a Friday night or Friday morning. My bad. What? Didn't I
It is a Friday night.
Having a crisis. I need to get this thing back going again.
Who was? Oh, it was Max Railroad. I remember he had like a blooper clip. His GG1 running into his catenary system, and I just cringe at seeing an operating pantograph bending. It's just like imagine
that was the Vision Line one too, wasn't it?
Yes, imagine your Vision.
Oh.
Yes, imagine your Vision Line one just doing this.
Oh no.
Max Railroad on his catenary, hit the catenary and just bent to the side.
Oh God, why?
I know, and that's why I'm building. Okay, I'm building my tunnels tall enough for a post-war GG1 to go through. Because if they can go through, anything can basically.
This is why if I ever have a tunnel on my layout, I'm going to make it so that I can clear Lionel 89-foot auto racks and MTH double stack cars, because because by then, because let me tell you, the pantographs on the Vision Line GG1 I have are taller than those.
Oh yeah, I'm like ugh. Lionel, this would be cool, but just too complicated. If you could like hold down a button and use the knob to raise and lower them to a height you want.
Ooh.
Like imagine that.
Yeah, that would be cool, but why would you want it at a mid-level setting? That really doesn't make a lot of sense.
I know it doesn't, but like the case where I see that being needed is for people who have a catenary system, buy one, and then need to run it with their catenary system because it would look dumb. It would look dumb running on a layout that has a catenary with them all the way down. It's like magical.
It's the third rail.
It's the third rail.
Use third rail pickup to get into Grand Central.
Myself, I don't know, like AJ Court or something like that. Dude,
I don't have a comeback, man. I'm gonna go back and work on my skills here. Well, I got you this right.
Dude, like something happened. I just went to bed. It's Saturday morning. And I was just like, woke up with this great parent of not crashing my train.
Who is this kid? Get him out of my house. Get up here. Time to beat your butt. Come on. This is what
Stop
happens.
VW abuse.
This is what happens. Ready? Someone start us out.
Und, Z, Twat, go!
Turn 1. George is ahead. Round 2. George is ahead. And they're neck and neck as they come up. Oh, nope. Ooh. We might have a comeback here.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Wally's got him.
I got my Zen back. I got the Zen back, boys.
Yeah, but that's one out of how many races?
I knew you knew I had it in me.
Yeah, but that's one out of how many races?
Well, that's the only one that counted.
Why?
There's a reverse race that counts.
All right. Well, my train came off the track, so technically, you know what? This is how I feel about that last race. Hold on. Just look at that corner, okay? That
Oh
corner.
dear. Oh dear.
I'm gonna beat you with that train now.
Oh wait, never mind. I couldn't do it. Well, how come when I wanted to, I did something work?
Watch it. They're going down. Right now. Move over. All right. Somebody start us off. I'm on a
Dad's
roll.
looking
boys.
sad. He's hiding under the bench
I'm on a
work.
roll. All right. I'm putting this down, Lambo. I'm not looking sad because you're gonna see me with a big Come on. Count us off, someone.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go!
Well, that was better than me doing German for the millionth time.
What's the next language?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, George.
Uh-oh, George, you'll have to go under the baseboard.
You can go ahead and fix mine while you're over there. Hey, all right. Hey, if he wants to get his allowance this week, you're gonna have to fix mine. What? Getting a lot of extra money these days because I got this sweet mustache and I've been modeling train shirts. Yep.
Yeah.
Making some extra money modeling train shirts. Racing trains. Everybody wants me. Everybody wants a part of this sweet mustache and train shirts that I rock.
Boring.
Oh, come on. George knocked him off. You gotta get a little slack here.
You like a dog, George?
Okay.
Oh,
He put a
oh, obstruction of justice.
Oh no, no!
He broke the piece. He broke a tie.
Did he break the pilot?
I bet he either broke a pilot or he broke a tie.
Yeah, look.
Well, then I think this race is over.
There's oil spilled all over the track.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been fixed again. All right,
While they fix that, a word from our sponsors. This video has been brought to you by Sid's Trains and Ravenhawk 6910 and Anfield Railroad in the Loft. Join our channels for awesome railroad content. We're mature. We're excellent. We don't butt our heads over train races like these two.
No. I've actually got a live tomorrow, 3 o'clock my time.
Shameless plug.
George, what happened? George, what'd you do? Break a tie or what?
So the tie, he put the bumper on the track and it hit the bumper and it slid across and it hit the tie, and then the tie pushed up against the thing that put their holding 2 points together, and it broke the plastic on it, and now it's split in half.
It was broken before.
It was broken before, but like
Now it's even more broken.
Sounds like my old Supero track, though. This is guardrail, but my like almost like every switch I have in Supero, like the bases are so brittle, the little tabs break off, so I have to. Every single piece has to have a pin in it, or else it won't stay together.
You look like you're going to beat someone with that thing, George.
All right, one more race. One more race. Our lab's going to break all together because there's so much smoke going on down here. All right, friends. This is it. This is the one for all the Mongols
Are
here.
we gonna do tip tennis?
Oh, tip pinner. Tip pinner. I'm not sure if that point's going to hold up over there, so.
Ready?
The train just flies.
Ready?
If you send that through the wall, I'm going to laugh.
Whoa! Outside.
Ooh. All right. Time to watch George cry, everybody. Yep, I agree, Mr. Pictavid. You don't have a stash like me. There we go. You don't have a stash. It's like mine.
Hey, I got a perfectly fine stash right here. Besides, I tried that last year. It don't look good on me.
All right, we're going to get this going. Last race of the night.
Come on, George, you can do it.
Somebody count him off.
Und, zed, twat, go! Oh shit, he knocked the camera over too!
It's been a hectic one tonight.
Oh my gosh. The first thing, everything just derails.
Oh man.
Oh.
George, cheating away over there. Here we go. Here we go.
We need to call paramedics. It's a good thing they're doing this with post-war stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, imagine the
My anxiety would be through the roof if y'all were doing this with modern stuff.
your two Vision Line challengers.
Oh, no one's laying a finger on my challengers but me.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Ravenhawk, you should send your challengers out here. We can race your two challengers.
How about no?
I don't even know what I honestly don't know what I'd run. I don't even know if I would even want to run my post-war stuff.
I
tell you what, Sid. We'll race your MTH Centipedes and my Seaboard E8s.
Yeah. that there's a good match.
That's a fair contest right there.
Yeah, but the problem is getting all the dings and dongs to go straight.
That ain't hard. You just lock it in forward.
Oh, it's not hard, huh?
That ain't hard.
Oh, look at all this big cock over there. Take it from me. I'm a
Great.
professional.
Great. No, I'm not talking about the racing. I'm talking about the dings and dongs. I probably would make the thing fall off the track or go at like five scale miles per hour.
Not 5,000.
Well, how do you lock this in forward to Sid?
That's a line. What is that? Lionel or MTH? I can't tell.
MTH Proto 1 Conrail quality.
You have to lock it.
Quality.
You have to lock it in forward with I forgot where I have a manual around here somewhere. You have to do it with programming it with the transformer up and down with the throttle.
Right.
I could have got George's case
just now.
Oh
my god!
Hold up here. I have a manual. I can just pull up on my phone. But Ravenhawk, do your E8s have four motors?
I'll be right there. You continue with
Well, there we go. Mine have four motors as well, so that's perfect.
All right,
Technically, I can take the B unit out of the consist, and just not even bother lugging it around.
I have a feeling yours would beat mine because these things are just awkwardly easy. Let's see here.
Ding ding.
Hold up, George. Hold up, George.
I'll have to say this. You probably didn't hear me when I said.
Didn't hear you because George decided to play with the trains.
Okay, let me just look up.
George.
I don't think he can hear you.
I know, I don't think he can.
He's too busy playing with his con job.
He's gonna wreck it. He's gonna wreck it. Nope, he didn't. I thought he was gonna go full speed into that.
Nope, now we're going Thomas mode and pushing it.
Thomas mode, yes. Is that what I have to create now? A vision line Thomas? Is that what I have to create?
Oh God.
Sid, I'll send you we can send you the Rat Rod Thomas. We will expect Whistle Steam, we expect Legacy, we expect every single upgrade possible on this
That has what long is that a 2026 or some kind of chassis underneath?
1666. This is
Oh,
a
it's a
1666 chassis.
Honestly, that looks
And it's
really
Thomas.
That actually does look good, surprisingly.
good. Let's
It does?
see.
And Sid, you know, it wouldn't be too far fetched because everyone keeps complaining that Lionel doesn't make anything from Strasbourg.
Yep.
So the top is a shilling whistle.
I was about to say it looks like it's a coin bank because it has like a slot.
A whistle.
It's a whistle.
should be
Oh,
like
I see.
this end.
Oh yeah, because we can't. We're too cheap to buy the actual Thomas.
Oh, wait, George.
The actual Thomas is in the box. That's
Excuses.
George, to lock out. This is funny. To lock out that Conrail engine. Okay, so you turn the power on, and then you go half throttle, full throttle, half throttle, full throttle, 40 times.
40 times.
I know. So,
Are you serious?
Hey, George.
half throttle. You have to go half throttle, and you'll hear it cling, cling.
George, when you're done with that, can you go out and get me some winter headlights for my car? I need some winter headlights.
While you're at it, fluid.
Ravenhawk needs some.
No, George, you're not doing it.
I need my headlight fluid refilled along with my wiper juice.
George,
Send him for a Skyhawk.
All right. Well, hey guys, we've been on here for a while.
That's not it, George. That's not it, George.
That's not it at all.
No. You have to do this. Let me show you this. I have a ZW right here. Okay. So you have to put it all the way up to full throttle. Then you bring it down to half, and then do this 40 times.
Actually,
Yes, that's how QSI did it back then. Long story short, don't do that because it's a pain in the butt. So, if you want to, I would literally program mine before I ever sent it to you if you were going to race it because it's such a pain in the butt to program MTH engines from that time period. 40 times, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It was 40 times.
Somebody was just playing a cruel joke on their friend.
No,
Program.
let me see here. Let's see if I can zoom in on this.
Well, guys, y'all have fun with that. I gotta hop off here and get ready for bed. So
All right. Well, hey, you know what? On that note, what we're gonna do is we're gonna sign off on this.
I don't think he's ready to sign off yet.
I don't think he is.
Ooh, he's flushing the toilet.
Wally?
And when the train goes off or turns off after you shut the power off,
There's a live coming tomorrow.
sounds like somebody flushing the toilet.
The PS1 fart sound when you turn the train off.
Flushing the toilet.
All right, guys. Well, I'll see y'all next time.
See you
All
next
right,
time.
we'll see you around Ravenhawk. Bill says he's going to drop off a Z400 transformer. He says it's a lot easier to program.
Yeah, Wally, I've got it live tomorrow at 3 o'clock my time.
Okay, what's that translate out for us? You know?
I think it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
2 o'clock in the afternoon. All right. All right, so keep an eye peeled for Anfield Road layout in the loft live stream tomorrow. Be there, be squared. All right. And everybody who joined us tonight, thanks for joining us. We had a great time. Thanks for joining us for the 24-hour stream, too.
It's much appreciated. When are you going for another one to get rid of his mullet?
Never.
It needs to be. You need to do one to get rid of your mullet.
Look it. I just want to show you, right? Business in the front. You see him? Business in the front. And then it's a party in the back.
Yeah, and it definitely needs to go. That mullet needs to go.
Oh. Party in the front or party in the back. Business in the front. All right. We're going to sign off now, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us this evening.
No problem. It was a pleasure to come on the show.
You bet. And don't forget, tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock Central, we got the premiere of George Worderick, OG's George Worderick's layout. So be there, be square on that one. Hopefully everybody...
I won't miss that for anything.
Yeah, that's what I like. And what else we got to say? Don't forget, support each other in the community. Check out everybody's channels. Enjoy each other's channels. Subscribe. Let's be train buds here, right?
I did put a video out today as well. See you again.
Don't let the caboose
See you in the roundhouse. Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out.
All right, right on, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us this evening. We had a great time. Boom. Mr. Pick, I look at this. Mr. Pictavid's asking who's in charge here. Me. I'm the 10. Of course. Hey, you got to know this. In a house with a teenager, yeah, you're not in charge. All right, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.